It's good to be back. It was concerning, you know, not playing for 6 weeks, because I physically couldn't. And after a few weeks, you start to think, how do I do it? I can't remember how to do it. That's enough about me. Today, it's now all about this. This guitar, it's the... This is what Epiphone do best. And it was £499. I mean, what's not to love about that? Guitaristas is proudly supported by Gear for Music. Hello, thanks for joining us. Welcome back to the Guitaristas. Yeah, apologies, I've had a couple of weeks off. If you follow the channel, you may well be aware that it was because I broke my collarbone 6 weeks ago today, as this drops on YouTube. 6 weeks ago today, I fell off my motorbike and broke my collarbone. If you want to catch up with a little bit more about that story, there's the link to the video that I posted just after it happened. But anyway, sling's off now, as you can see. It's 6 weeks and it's healing. I went and had another x-ray yesterday, saw the consultant. All's good. Bone is reconnecting. It's magic, it really is how it happens. Anyway, it's pretty sore, to be honest with you, but I've got movement. I'm allowed to move it, you know, and just let the pain guide me. Another 6 weeks really before it's kind of, well, I won't say properly healed, because they take fucking ages to properly heal, like a year. But after about 12 weeks, they say, that's fine then, you know, it's solid again, you know. It's a little bit flexible at the moment, I think, so got to be careful. The most annoying thing is I'm not allowed to do any more off-road motorcycling or any dangerous things, shall we say. Yeah. Not allowed to take on any dangerous sports activities until 12 weeks. So that's a bit of a bummer. However, I am at this point able to play, or I should be able to play. I haven't played yet. I haven't played the guitar, bar picking it up a couple of times and having a little feel about, you know, see if it was comfortable. I haven't played for 6 weeks. So my fingers are all soft. I'm all soft. And today is the first time we're back. We're going to do a review and we're going to have a go at playing and see if it works still. So that's enough about me. Today, it's now all about this. As promised ages ago, the new limited edition Gibson.com only Epiphone 66 Coronet. This is the 66 incarnation of the beautiful Epiphone Coronet. We're going to review this today. We're going to go back to doing what we were doing before all that shenanigans, and we're going to do a deep dive review of this guitar. We're going to rip it apart carefully. Yeah, well, that's the plan anyway. I don't know. Do me snipping fingers still work? Yeah, I'm sure they will. We're going to rip it apart, poke it around, measure it, and put it all back together, put some new strings on, and then have a go at playing it. So, you know the score. Timestamps are in the description box if you're bored already and you just want to skip forward and see if I can still play. If, however, you got a little bit of time on your hands, go and put the kettle on. Make yourself a nice cup of tea, get some nibbles, some snacks, come back and chill out with me. And let's review a guitar. Yeah, let's do it. So as I said, this is the 1966 version of the Epiphone Coronet, which is an Epiphone original, not a Gibson, although Gibson did own them at the time. In 1958, Epiphone released their first version of the Coronet. This is I think it's the third version. Now, I'm not going to go into all of that today. I will be making a film at a later stage showing the evolution of the Coronet to this design, which is asymmetrical with the oh gosh, I can't fuck it. I've lost the plot already. The Fox, what's it called? Batwing. Fox Batwing headstock. Yeah, this is the Batwing headstock, asymmetrical design. This is this version, okay? Nice, isn't it? It's tasty. A lot of people say this is their favourite. It's made of mahogany, 2-piece mahogany, set neck. Before we go any further, let's weigh it. It's a light guitar, I'm telling you, and it weighs 5 pounds 12 ounces. Bleed now. 2.62 kilograms. So yeah, I mean, I started with this one because I knew it wasn't going to be too heavy on the old collarbone. Now this is a Gibson.com exclusive. Certainly here in the UK. I've tried to have a look on the Gibson USA website and it wouldn't let me in, you know, geo-blocking or whatever. So all I can tell you is this is or was available on Gibson.com / Epiphone in the UK in several colours. 499 British pounds, okay? 499 British pounds, which I mean, it's a bloody good price, really. You know, I was happy about that. I've got no complaints about the price of this at all. There were, because some of them are sold out, I'm afraid. There were several colours available, still are some available, and they are, as I refer to my notes, Heather Polly, yeah, Heather Polly's back, a Golden Mist, Antique Silver Fox, Inverness Green, and this one, Walnut. I grabbed this as soon as I saw it. Yeah, someone said, "Hey Cole, have you seen?" I got a message actually over from one of the members on TV channel. "Hey Cole, have you seen these?" And I go, "What's that about?" Oh, click by Walnut straight away. It had to be Walnut because this matches my vintage Epiphone Olympic. This one, it's an Olympic. It's not a Coronet. More about that another time. So yeah, this is the one for me. I think it's probably the best colour as well, really. It's a beauty. Yeah, so, set neck, slim taper C, they say. It feels all right. Let's have a look at the, sorry, I'm a bit excited. Let's have a look at the neck profile and measurements on the screen now. Okay, here's the neck profile and measurements at the 1st fret. And here's the neck profile and measurements at the 12th fret. Feels all right in the hand. It's you know, it's not kind of like that too flat, if you know what I mean. It's got a sort of a C shape to it, which is nice. Sometimes they can be a little bit D-shaped, can't they? This is definitely a C. Now she's got a rosewood fingerboard. They brought back the rosewood fingerboards on the more budget Epiphones, which is great news on the new range. It's a you know, urethane finish, and as such, you can't, you know, there's no blemishes really. It's a really good fit and finish all over. I'm sore. Frets, great fret job. No sharpness whatsoever. 22 frets. They don't say what they are. They're not, you know, they're sort of quite narrow, I think, quite narrow and tall. But all looks really tidy. It's got a Graphtec nut. It's got, yeah, Batwing headstock with Cluson Deluxe. Sorry, Epiphone Deluxe. Yeah, they call them Epiphone Deluxe tuners based on the old Clusons. Brilliant. Proper kind of vintage correct styles, white knobbage and pressing bushings. All good, all looks great. Proper vintage vibe about that. The original wrap tail, sorry, not the original. This is the lightning bar wrap tailpiece, as you can see, with the the lightning bars on there, just to give it a little bit of extra intonation, in addition to the grub screws, and one single dog ear P90 with a, is that plastic? I don't know. Let's get the strings off and have a closer look. It worked. Surgeon says it's okay as long as I don't do anything stupid. You know, you should try and use it. I mean, I'm doing physio. You know, as long as you're not stupid, it should be all right. No, not lifting anything too heavy, and not falling off motorbikes. It's one of my favourite pastimes, falling off motorbikes. Since I started riding motorbikes off the road, there's been a bit of falling off, to be honest with you. If any of you do it, you'll know exactly what I mean. It didn't stop us. It didn't stop us. Epiphone tailpiece, wrap tailpiece. Right, what have I forgotten? There's bound to be stuff. Yeah, 24 3/4 inch scale length, Gibson scale length, 12-inch radius. It all looks, yeah, dead tidy. Dead tidy. Right, moving on. Should we see what's under the pickguard? Here we go. There you go. You can see the neck tenon goes all the way down to there. It's quite reassuring, isn't it? And it's neatly done for an Epiphone stroke Gibson. Because to be honest with you, sometimes when you see the neck tenon joint in Gibson stroke Epiphones, they're appalling. They're not a great fit. This is a proper fit. Look, wow, good work. I'm liking that. Now this pickup is an Epiphone P90 Pro. Let's take a reading. Ooh, I was worried for a minute. Turn my knobs up. It reads 8.6 kilo ohms, and the inductance 6.72 Henrys. There you go. Let's have a look underneath. Now this is the dog ear style P90 as opposed to the soap bar style. And this should just, I was going to say the cover should just pop off, but I think the way this one's made, because it's definitely metal, these screws are actually holding it on. Quite often, if this is a plastic cover, it'll just come loose, but not on this occasion. So there you go. Let's just show you that. That's what it looks like inside. I'm just going to get a closer look at that. I was saying how neat that bit was. Not so much. You know what's going on in there? It's got like it's got a bit of random wood jammed in a hole there. And it's got glue on it. Oh well. Never mind, you can't see that, can you? Well, you can't see that. Oh, that's just, there you go. Anyway, there you go. That's the pickup says, I should get the torch off it because that's making it worse, isn't it? It says P90 DEPBC. Oh God, I can't think. I know it's C. C definitely means coaxial cable. which is that. I can't think. I could, I haven't got time for all this. That goes back. Now, I just wanted to also show you that these are obviously height-wise, by design, they're non-adjustable. That's the height. The only way you can get it closer to the strings, well, it's not the only way. I'll show you the other way in a minute. But you'd think, well, you'd have to adjust the string height too. And you can also adjust the pole pieces, of course. Let's not forget that. You can raise them or lower them. But there's also these things which you can get different heights, little shims. So if you want to, just raise it up a little, you can simply put a shim under it. And yeah, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and all that. There you go. I just thought I'd show you that because I knew I had those handy. I'm not going to raise it at the moment. I don't know if it will need raising at the moment because we haven't plugged it in yet. But there you go. That's that. Radio knobs. They're nice, these, aren't they? These are what they would have had on this guitar in '66, I believe. Sort of like, yeah, radio knob. You know what I mean? From like the old radiograms would have had knobs like that. And radios, I suppose. That's it. Let's have a look in the control cavity. Here you go. CTS 500k pots. A 0.22 capacitor wired center lug of the tone to center lug of the volume, and the quick connector pickup thing there. There you go. Nice and neat and tidy. Looking forward to seeing what the tone controls do on this. It's obviously a lot more important with a single pickup guitar, isn't it? So I'm looking forward to that. We'll wrap it up now, and I'll put some strings on, and I'll come back in a bit and play it for the painkillers wear off. Yeah, see you in a sec. My fingers still work. I literally haven't played for 6 weeks. Longest time I've not played for years and years and years. I generally pick up the guitar every day, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes, to keep me calluses on my fingers. But they're kind of non-existent at the moment. So to help myself, ease myself back in, I've put some hybrid slinkies on, which are 9 gauge through to 46. So that might help. I was just there though, I was going, they got quite a snap to them. I think I can hear that that's a 9 gauge. What a load of nonsense, eh? Anyway, so yeah, this is what it sounds like unplugged. It's a junior, isn't it? It's a junior with a wrap tail bridge. Oh, it's nice to play again. No pain at the moment. I took some painkillers this morning before I came out, just to help. It's all right for a bit. So sorry to bore you with the collarbone nonsense, but it's all right for a bit. But then, obviously, because I haven't been using it, because it was in a sling for 2.5, kind of 3 weeks, I think the muscles will go, so it starts to ache. The break, sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. At the moment, I'm comfortable. I should crack on, stop talking, get playing, Cole, before it starts hurting. That's what we'll do. Shall we see what it sounds like plugged in? I literally haven't heard it yet. Yeah, bit of a buzz. P90 for you. Make some noise, no one will hear it. it sounds, well, I'm not used to it. I haven't made a noise for 6 weeks, and it sounds, it's all new. It's all new to me. And I can't remember the notes. I think I expected it to be more, yeah, you know, more crunchy. Yeah, it's not pushing especially hard, this pickup. It's about maybe a bit under a centimetre away from the strings. So maybe could do with a little bit of lifting. I did lower the action a tad because it was a little bit high on the bass side, so I lowered that to my preferred height. I normally measure it on the 15th fret, is about 3/64ths, and it's a little bit over that, but it's playable. Anyway. Let's try it with a bit of pedalage. Let's stop mucking around and do something. We'll start like this. I love to play with the old tone knob on the single P90 guitars. Quite a few bum notes today. I'm gonna knock it on the head there. Call it a day, knock it on the head. Give it a break. Yeah, let's have a listen back. It's good to be back. I can do it still, just about, can't I? There you go. Yeah, do you know what? It was concerning. You know, not playing for 6 weeks. I mean, because I physically couldn't. Because I did try and pick up a guitar, you know, in the first few weeks, and it was like, oh no, I shouldn't be doing that, you know, because I was moving my shoulder in an odd position, so I didn't play. And after a few weeks, you start to think, how do I do it? I can't remember how to do it. But you know, again, it's magic, isn't it? It's muscle memory. Playing guitar and learning guitar. It's about practice. It's about putting in the hours and just doing it and learning stuff, learning songs, but not only learning songs. If you want to learn to improvise, there's actually inspiring film this week just dropped, or Jojo Fry Rocks and Steve Cassidy, where Steve's showing Jojo, you know, how to improvise, trying to sort of teach a bit of improvisation, which I saw that. Brilliant little film. Go and check it out. I'll put a link in the description box because, you know, it seems obvious to those that can do it, and those that can't, they go, where do you start? And that's a really good place to start. And it's made me think about it a little bit more myself. I suppose I learned solo. The way to do it is to learn some solos, and then you can start to incorporate those into improvisation. I should do a thing. I'm going to do a little series myself, I think. That has inspired me to do a little series myself over on the Guitaristas TV channel. I'm going to start to do stuff. Some people have asked me, you know, about it as well. So yeah, I'm going to do that on the TV channel. That's a good little plug for the TV channel. That's the address. If you want to subscribe there, become a member of the guitaristas.tv channel. There's stuff there, and that supports all this when I have to have times off because I've fallen off of motorbikes, as well as Gear for Music, of course, our wonderful sponsor. Well, that's the plugs out of the way. Should we talk about the guitar again? I didn't mean to do that. It just all came out. But yeah, okay, yeah. This guitar, it's the bollocks. I mean, this is the best Epiphone that I've had for a long time. There have been some good ones. There have been some good ones. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's a couple that I've still got. This one is potentially the best. This is what Epiphone do best. And it's an original. It's an original Epiphone branded, designed, manufactured guitar. And it was £499. I mean, what's not to love about that? Ergonomically, this is fantastic. It's so comfortable. Neck access is second to none. I'll speak of the neck. It's just right, this. It's not too fat and it's not too thin. It's a proper, nice feeling neck. Bang on. Vintage vibe, the tuners, the headstock, everything about it. Well, everything about it is vintage correct, which is unusual. It's unusual for Gibson and Epiphone to get everything spot on. And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn. I think it's all spot on, even down to the radio knobs. You know, it's got the right lightning bar wrap over bridge on it of that period, 1966. That's what would have been on it. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. And thanks to the support from the TV channel and Gift Music, I can just about afford to hang on to this one. So this one's staying in my collection. There you go. I think that's really all I can say about it. You know, you can judge for yourself, you know, what you thought it sounded like. You know, there's only a certain amount of we can do here. I use the same rig every week, you know, because it gives me it's a level playing field for all the guitars that I review here. Obviously, you can use different pedals, you can use different amps, and it will sound completely different. But that's what it sounds like through my rig today, and the rig's always listed in the description box, by the way, if you're not sure what that is. And you saw the pedals and what I was using and when I was using them today. So there you go. It's a beauty. I'm keeping it. I'm loving it. That's all for this week. Now, before I go, I just check that I've mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. Good to be back. Great ergos. These are my notes. Nice neck. Yeah. Plugs. Did them early on. Didn't mean to give them quite as substantial plug as that, but there you go. Those things really helped me keep going while I had to have a couple of weeks off, because when you take time off, obviously money doesn't come in, because this is my job these days. So thanks to everyone that supports, and also thanks to everyone that buys raffle tickets. They keep this circle of guitars going. I'm keeping this one. I'm not going to raffle this one off, but next week we're going to be back with this, the Epiphone Lucille. I'm looking forward to this. Now I can play, I'm going to take it home, put a bit of practice on, come back next week and do a deep dive review, play a bit of B.B. King, yeah, or my version of B.B. King, and then we're going to launch a raffle. This will be our next raffle prize. So check in next week, same time, same place, and let's do it. Yeah. See you then. Cheers for now. Ta-da.